Hello and welcome to the next episode of the From Jank to Jank podcast. I forgot what episode we're on because we missed a week.
11.
But you know what? That's okay. This week, as usual, you have Josh and myself, but we have a special guest this week at my own request.
Hi, everybody.
Super special.
Yep.
Yeah, his name is Curtis. He's a local, I guess, grinder, if that's what you want to call him.
Grinder's a word for it.
Isn't that what you call it when he only plays MTG Arena all week?
Yes.
I guess that is apt. I just like Magic a lot.
Who doesn't?
A lot more than the average bear.
I mean, fair. Most people should like Magic a lot, but you know what?
Yeah.
Most people are stupid, so.
But and some people take it to an extreme.
Josh.
No, I was thinking me with like only playing meta decks.
Why did you single me out? What did I do?
Oh no, you just get really salty.
Josh likes to have fun though and play like creative decks. It's just sad when they don't work in like this hyper competitive meta that is standard.
I just have no luck. Is really what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you'll play a slow deck and then just play like against a couple mill decks or something like that.
Yeah, like when I was playing Esper Doom against Mill to the point where I had to put Fae of Wishes in my deck to have a chance.
That's hilarious.
No, like the funny thing is that worked. It's the most hilarious thing. I put Fae of Wishes in my main deck and four Thief of Sanities in my sideboard, and it worked. Yeah. I beat him.
You outslowed them.
I mean, what I did is he took out all of his removal spells in game 2 and game 3. I played my Thief of Sanity, stole his milk cards, and milled him out. Like I stole his Ashiok and stole his Drowned Secrets. I had 2 Drowned Secrets and an Ashiok and was milling him. It was amazing.
That is a game plan. That's for sure.
you know,
it's creative. I like the creativity.
The best part is out milling the mill player. It makes me so happy.
You're like, time to turn on the jets. Thief of Sanity. Hit you for 2. Hit you for 2.
Yeah. I guess to go with the topic of like one of the topics we have today, Pioneer. I have a little story from last week because Curtis wasn't at FNM, so I can tell the story and it's fresh to somebody.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was up north for Thanksgiving.
Josh got to. I think Josh saw this whole game like firsthand.
Yeah, I did.
The match with Heath, game 3?
Yes, I did. I will sit there and watch it.
So, Curtis.
What format?
This is Pioneer. I was playing Nexus, he was playing Bantfield of the Dead.
Nice.
We're in game 3.
Should be a good matchup for you, right?
I mean, you'd think.
I would think, yeah.
So
unless you guys like lock pieces, yeah.
We're in game 3, right?
Uh-huh.
And like, I have got a flipped as Kanta, I've got like fucking everything.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. Like everything I can ever want, right?
Did you whiff?
He goes, oh my god, there's no way he can lose here, right? He's just got you, right? I look at like I plus my Tameo name Nexus of Fate. Flip
no.
No Nexus. Activate as Kanta. No Nexus.
Whifferoni.
No Nexus.
Goddamn foils.
Heath untaps and goes,
together.
Kid you not, Heath untaps and goes, oh, Hour of Revelation?
Nice.
Just ends my day, and I'm like, oh, so this is over.
Just puts in like 1 million power.
I literally died.
How many deep did you look? 16? Was it 16?
It was 16.
16, yeah.
Nice. The best part
is like sick.
The best
20 cards left.
Sucks.
The best part of that situation, Curtis, is Ryan died with 4 fogs in his hand.
Yeah.
What?
Teferi exists.
Oh my god! Did you have Blast Zone or something? Like, Jesus.
He exiled the Blast Zones with Rest in Peace.
Wow. This sounds like a good game, huh?
The match was phenomenal.
Ryan's like, I had to keep checking my exile pile to make sure I could still win the game.
And truth be told, Curtis, I still could.
How? What's your win con?
I played a few. I had a Westvale Abbey still in my deck. Commenced the end game.
what the Westvale Abbey? Which one's that?
It's from a flip land from Shadows of Innistrad. If you pay 5 and pay a life, you can make a 1/1. Or if you pay 5 and sack 5 creatures, you can make a 9/7 indestructible haste flying lifelink.
Interesting.
So you just take all the turns, and while you're taking all the turns, you make the tokens, and then once you have all the enough tokens, you just sack them, make a 9/7 lifelink, and kill them in 3 hits.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
So the point was, I was just gonna make 1/1s and kill them with 1/1s. Which, in reality, is a fine plan.
It's a good plan. It's a normal plan.
Until your opponent just kills you.
Until your opponent figures out your plan and beats you too.
Until your opponent beats you with literally just the card Teferi Time Raveler.
True. It's a good one. It's a good one against Nexus, right?
I hear. So I've been told.
So how many... the real question is, how many cards are left in your deck?
Less than
like under 30.
Less than 20, I think.
Less than 20?
Yeah.
Dude, there was like no cards in my deck. I had 3 Nexuses in my deck. I
love it.
I want to say it was over 20 because like if it was less than 20, that's like super not likely.
I don't know how hypergeometric calculators work, but that'd be a good one to figure out. That is hilarious, and I've also seen it happen before. Just because I've played against...
I felt so defeated.
But that's only because I've played against Nexus probably more than anyone on this planet.
I've played Nexus a lot.
I've played against it with mono red when like Risk Factor was just printed. Remember that? Oh my god. That was like
GP with it. You lost.
No. That was different. That was before,
wasn't he?
But that was before Risk Factor, because Risk Factor pushed that matchup way over the edge until people realized Narset was good.
I don't understand. What do you mean Narset's good?
Narset just made Risk Factor unplayable. It's unbelievable.
Narset's good?
I can't believe how it made
Narset had to be restricted in fucking Vintage?
Yeah, Narset...
It made my favorite card in Standard fucking terrible. Risk Factor.
Did you know?
Pushes that card
up.
I
love that card.
I literally just love it because it... I just love it because it literally goes like... Yeah, when Narset came out, I was so excited for it because I was literally like, oh, you make all those mono red players be like, yeah, sure, you can draw 3 cards. Oh, wait, yeah, LOL.
They gave us an apology. They gave us an apology with Slaying Fire, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's just not the same.
Definitely.
When your opponent just goes, lol, bitch.
Well, like, before you could, like, storm off with Steam Cannon, it was so fun. But now it's like, you just get one.
So, Curtis, you've heard of the Pioneer bans, right? Like the ones that just happened?
Yeah. I'm excited.
How do you feel?
It. I like it all. Just, I wish they would speed it up.
Yeah, anyway, for people who aren't, for people who don't know, because we didn't actually announce what the bans were.
I was just pushing it forward and just like attempting to move into the topic.
Yeah, sorry, I ramble.
Oh no, Josh and I ramble all the time. So sometimes someone just be like the voice of reason to go, Anyway,
to move on to the next topic. There is a Pioneer ban and restricted announcement is apparently going to slow down eventually, but 3 cards were banned this week. Once Upon a Time, Field of the Dead, and Smuggler's Copter. So,
see ya.
So I take it from that Curtis, at least Curtis, is happy about that.
Yep. Get him out of here.
Curtis is like anything that makes mono red playable.
Exactly.
I just want to make red cards up here.
You're on to me.
Damn it, my red cards are bad.
Now I don't have to buy Smuggler's Copters too, which is great.
So, you want to hear something funny?
Because I was about to.
I had Josh come to my house on Saturday and help me all my shit.
Yeah, we found 4
Found a
copters.
playset of copters, and one of them was foil.
Yeah.
Oh man, those were worth like a bunch until like this Monday, right?
Yeah.
I've had them since they were legal in standard.
I mean, those are good in like other formats, though, right? Like,
They're
not really.
middlingly okay in modern.
and like Legacy, it's in like Merfolk.
It's not.
it?
No, it's not even. Nobody.
No, it's not.
No, nobody uses it.
Tyler
I thought
played
it was.
Blue Blackfish and was playing fucking Chalice of the Void.
Interesting. Seems bold.
I mean, Tyler's black was very light.
What was it for?
It was for like
Oath of Ghouls.
Oath of Ghouls on the
Oath of
board, and there was some main deck.
Yes.
I think it was push. I think main deck it was push, but post board it was Oath of Ghouls.
It's usually pushing something weird. Like
He,
Oath of Ghouls is a throwback, though.
I mean-
Tyler is obsessed with Oath of Ghouls.
I mean, Tyler just loves.
Oracle on that one.
Tyler just loves Oath of Ghouls because he's like, hell yes, I get to outgrind the control decks with this.
I loved Exodus. That was a fun.
Tyler loves it because like when he plays against Delver, they never win. As a Delver player, he's right. We never win.
Delver. I'm a fan of Delver. Let me tell you that much.
What, an actual card Delver of Secrets?
I found that out when I played Legacy. Big fan of Delver.
Card's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
I
played
like doing 3.
when you played Shadow.
Yeah, that's a fun time. Let me tell you. I had a great time.
Oh yeah, I'm
Can
sure
I
you
tell
did.
you, playing just blue-black Delver is insanely fun.
It was just Blue Black Delver with like more control crap.
Like the deck I was playing with, like just a bunch of 5-power creatures.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sweet too. Shadow is crazy though. You have like some draws where you're just locking them out.
Yep.
It's fun. It's not too but yeah, back to the Pioneer thing. Sorry about that. Back to the
That's what we do.
Back to the Pioneer thing. How do you guys feel about Field of the Dead? I kind of was a little surprised about that one, to be honest.
I mean, like, I get why they banned it. I just don't think. I'm in the opinion of I don't think they needed to really fun with that.
The reason why they banned Field of the Dead is because all of the mid-rangey decks were literally there was no mid-range deck in this format because of the fact that that Field of the Dead existed.
Oh,
Field was like the mid-range.
What will I do without my mid-range?
Field was the mid-range deck and the control deck, let's be honest.
I just love that that's their gripe. There was no mid-range deck. Who the fuck cares?
Well, like Standard was just all mid-range for like the last X amount of months, and
It's
I can
a
tell you,
mid-range deck.
I'm super worn out on Standard. Like, I've been playing a lot of Historic because it's like aggro's really good in it, like really good and really fun. And I think that's what format should be like. Like, if aggro's not good, you just have these like crazy drawn-out games. And like people going to time and stuff, and like it makes tournament experiences awful. I don't know. That's just my opinion of it. And like it's just easy to like to sideboard against aggro. I feel like
It is.
you just put anti-aggro cards, and it's like, oh shoot, like you got a good draw, you drew your cards. Like
Yeah.
that's fine. They almost like changed the status quo with all these like super powerful like. Almost like mid-range abolishing cards, it seems like, or like dominating cards. I don't know. Interesting, but it's also it feels like Magic has changed a lot in the last like year. I don't know about you guys. Well, like think about before Teferi.
That's literally what you sound like.
You mean Hero of Dominaria?
No, before Three Fairy. Think of how different everything was. Like counterspells were so good,
and like they were actually fun.
Counterspells were like so good, like it was like classic Magic. Like you were fighting against the control decks like most of the time, and then they just flipped the whole thing upside down. They made counterspells like horrible.
Since Three Fairy touched me in the wrong way,
It
I
did
never want to play
though.
control decks
It
anymore.
Like they resolved this 3-mana thing, and it deadens your whole hand sometimes.
Yep.
Like even in Legacy, it almost happened. Luckily, I had 1,000 duress effects, so like I just ripped Zach's hand apart.
To be
The first thing I was like was, oh my god, that's priority number 1.
To be
this stupid thing.
To be fair, I put an extra, like, we have way more duress effects in that deck than we need, almost, from Curtis.
Well, I mean, I drew them right when I needed to, and like when you strip someone's hand in Legacy, I didn't realize how.
Yeah, it's super
how
powerful.
Backbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize
The
how
game
good
is
that is.
over.
That kind of thing is interesting to me because it's a lot different. It's a lot different of a texture than modern or standard.
Yeah.
You know, the power level's different.
Yeah, the cards that end the game are just so powerful in that format that, like, if your opponent's off their game for any amount of time, they die. They just die.
So every top deck is like super like impactful, and it's really cool. But like at the same time,
Legacy games that literally boil down to top deck wars.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't get that with modern, or I don't really get that with standard almost ever.
I mean, you don't. You do when you play mono red, but like that's it.
On arena, you don't really get that like top deck war ever. Pretty much, I feel like I've noticed that's for sure. It's like once in a freaking blue moon, where you're both just like sitting there like jamming like your best cards like right off the rip. I don't know. It seems like a lot of the games are determined by flood and screw rather, and that's not a thing in Legacy. It seems like, which is sweet.
Oh, it is.
It is.
I got to see it two rounds in a row the same week you played Legacy.
Well, like maybe it's because Shadow only needs like 2 lands.
That's why you didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played against Heath,
dope.
and I screwed Heath out of his lands.
Because
he kept a 1-lander, and it was a duel, so I wastelanded it, and then he shed no lands.
Oh, true. People do complain about Wasteland.
Then Zach and I played, and Zach got flooded. And by that I mean he legitimately drew a single creature and then like 10 lands.
Huh.
So I had 2 matches in a row become non-games because my opponents couldn't do anything.
Yep.
Makes sense. Well, I used to play with like not to be the old Magic guy, but like strip mine and stuff.
Back
in my day, we played with strip mine.
Like all these cards that are banned now, it's like hard to gauge against like what I used to have to deal with, to be honest.
Curtis, that's you. Know? Back
it's
in
true,
my day, Magic was fair.
I have a very warped. I have a really warped perception of power level.
I mean, you should.
I've like grew up playing really overpowered combo decks and like decks that normal people probably weren't even aware of because the internet wasn't invented.
Yeah, like it's weird to think about.
So speaking of you knowing about
it is
power
very
level,
weird.
Because this actually leads me to a question for you.
It's very strange to me when I start thinking about it.
So you know a lot about power level, right, Kurt? Right? You know, you're a smart guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of our good friend, Once Upon a Time?
I think I've been playing with it a lot the last week, and it's absolutely busted.
No.
Well,
was it the right call to ban?
Oh yeah, it makes green decks. It's an auto include in every green deck, pretty much. It's like, why aren't you playing this card? Why aren't you playing creatures? Why aren't you playing Questing Beast?
it literally.
Questing Beast was a bum.
Questing Beast is messed up, guys.
It literally it literally like makes your deck for you at a point.
Yeah, because like you just play like 4 powerful things and it finds them. It finds one of them. You know what I mean? It's like, cool. I can keep a 1-lander, a dork, and a once, and I'm going to hit my land drops, and I'm gonna ramp in front of you, or threats if I start hitting my land drop.
By the way, I want you to know I got fucked up by Questing Beast on Friday too.
Card's real good. Okay.
So there's a line of text I didn't remember was on the card.
It's because it's got 7 lines of text.
Yeah, the words were "damage cannot be prevented."
Yeah, that's an important one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so cast fog.
I casted fog, and then Jeff was like, "Yeah, you casted fog."
He's like, "Dude, that's sick." Storm count 1?
Doesn't count.
Star count.
I was like, "Shit."
Star count 1. Fucking Curtis, I swear to God.
You got a mind's desire? What are you gonna do? That's a bummer, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was just like fucking breaking.
Read the card.
So again, I literally didn't realize the questing beast had that.
I play with that card so much. I'm usually attacking before the animation is finished on Arena. It's usually just the lion's head or whatever it is. They're just smashing them in the face. Card's gas. Let me put it that way.
Card is insanely gas. Yeah, I agree.
It's like it's basically -4 from their life. Then it's gonna take something out usually, or it's gonna keep taking away 4 of their life and just put them on a crazy clock. Like it's a removal spell basically that takes away 4 life.
Find the ban list just so I can refresh my memory of something.
It's just
the like floor of it is.
Here we go. So
does it say
this ban list?
Does it say something that
any cards can be unbanned?
Does it say something that the ban list is like mostly green cards right now?
The wizards is stupid.
It's Eldraine. It's Eldraine's crazy. And Leyline.
Crazy.
How do you guys feel about Leyline? Is Leyline too good?
What, Leyline of Abundance?
Or is Nykthos just about to be reprinted and they didn't want to ban it?
There's probably a chance that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I'm looking at the ban list, right? And I think there are some things that could probably be unbanned and like wouldn't actually be a problem.
If you look at like the most played card list though, it's like the entire Simic deck.
The entire Simic deck.
It's like the entire Simic deck I played at the Arena MCQ. It's like Veil once, like Oko, Elves, or Goose.
Like, hear me out. Do we think like do we think Oath of Nissa needs to be banned?
Oath of Nissa. That's like the weird ponder thingy.
Yeah, they call it the green ponder.
They had. Yeah.
And like, so I get why it is. It literally gave green a lot of consistency to cantrip, but like, you just took away the real thing you should have been banning in its place in the first place. Like, can we unban it? I don't think it needs to be sitting on the ban list because, oh no, Wizards fucked up.
That's them being like, yeah, we messed up, but we need to sell some packs still. In my opinion.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's fine by me because like it seems like Pioneer.
I mean,
like if you're buying stuff for Pioneer like aggressively, you're asking for this to happen right now.
I mean, like the thing I don't like if Leyline of Abundance wasn't a leyline and was just an enchantment, it probably would be fine.
I've been playing it in Historic and it's not as good as I originally thought. You just get run over. You just get run over by Gruul when you play it.
I mean, Historic's also just a combo wasteland right now. Between Kethis and Kethis can go off reliably on turn 5. Nexus can kill you on turn 5.
But here's what's weird is like I don't think that the cards are the banned cards are even that big of a deal in Historic. Is that weird?
There are banned cards in Historic?
No. The banned cards.
The cards that are banned in Pioneer.
Oh, okay.
I feel like in Historic. Yeah,
what's happening?
No, Historic is weird. Like the power level is really weird because like everything's not optimized like in Pioneer. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like I don't know. The blowouts aren't really as prevalent with like Veil because like that holding that card still comes at a cost.
Can I just say that card itself is a meme?
It is, but like
in every format, that card is a meme.
But if everyone's just playing aggro, you're just dying.
Well, like, so I say it's a meme because it's funny to me that like people even in Legacy are like that card's busted, and it's
well,
like
that's
why?
Different.
Well, it makes Force of Will do nothing.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
The context in Historic, it almost feels like it's not like a big deal.
I mean, it's a literal 3-for-1 against Force of Will. That's insane.
Yeah, but like you have to admit, green was like pretty bad. Like ever since Deathrite was banned.
Was it?
It felt like it was bad. I don't know.
Oh, we might have some hot takes in Discord.
It felt like
one more set of bans should be good. Maybe a couple black or just good monocolored tools. It kind of seems like people are just playing piles of monocolored good stuff.
In what?
That was literally just Tyrell's thing on Discord, and I'm laughing about it, but I also don't want to dignify that with a response.
Maybe a couple things in Mono Black.
Because I think he just doesn't, I don't know if he realizes.
In Pioneer? Is this
Yeah.
Pioneer we're talking about? Okay, sorry, we're flipping forward.
I don't know if he, realizes that
No,
they just whacked Mono Black pretty hard.
Mono Black's
Yeah,
not
I've
a
heard-
Mono Black's pretty much not a deck now. Because if it ever
Copter was
if
the
it
whole-
ever if
Yeah.
it now if it ever floods, it just dies.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say he doesn't know what he's talking about.
But he does know.
Fuck, there's no idea. There's no way.
Well, I mean, monocolored decks, when the format changes, are usually good to go to.
Right.
And the format does keep changing.
I know we should ban mono red. Why?
No.
Well, because it's good after the bans. Okay.
That only happened. That only happened once with energy.
Your fucking point. Well, shouldn't we ban the good cards? No. What the fuck are we trying to ban good cards for?
I think people are realizing all the griping they did about mono red a year or two ago. They're missing those days now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mono red's too good. Is it? Is it really too good?
Was Hazaret your biggest fear?
Yes.
Really?
Let me tell you about Oko.
It's well, let's go 2 years into
my
the
God.
a year and a half into the future and look at this fucking goddamn Robin Goodfellow Puck impersonator.
Do you know what's horrifying about Oko?
There's a lot.
When you play Yorvo next to it and you make your 5/5 Yorvo into an 8/8 Elk.
My friend did that. They elked the Yorvo by accident. And it was a bad,
Jeff did this to me on Friday. Literally
bad
it happened to me, and I just was so sad. I was
didn't realize-
impressed, but I was sad.
I
Didn't realize
died.
it had-
I died on turn 2. On turn 3.
To what?
Green Blue Snobby?
Oko.
In Pioneer?
Yeah, so we played Goose on 1, Oko on 2, and I literally and Love Struck Beast on
And then I
3,
just died.
and I'm like, am I dead? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, got it.
You have 10 power coming at you most likely next turn, I believe. Or no, 9. Minimum. Yeah, you did.
You did, boy.
I've been playing stuff like that in Historic. It's a good time. I mean, sometimes you have bad matchups. That's how it should be, but it shouldn't be a homogenous deck that everyone can gravitate to get a 70-80%, win rate. That's the problem, I think.
Do we have anything else we really want to say about the ban list updates?
Bye, Copter.
Once is a mistake and it shouldn't exist in any format.
Weird. It's I've been saying that for a while.
I like Field of the Dead as a card, but I get that it's too powerful in a smaller card pool.
It's just too easy to have a bunch of weird lands in your deck nowadays.
Real talk. I just want to build a Bant Scapeshift again in Modern, but make it a control deck that wins with Field of the Dead. And I know that's super close-minded and not even that good, but that sounds fun to me.
I think you should. I think you should play. I think you should do the same idea that you had before and play a Valakut and just Prismatic Omen and just go super hard.
It sounds like Modern is a hyper combo space right now, isn't it?
It always has been.
Yeah, but Modern's
Never fucking changes.
and also no one gives a fuck about Modern basically right now.
Yeah.
So
It's just
Who
a
cares
dumpster
about
fire.
Modern? Format's always been bad.
It's just a tire fire that no one wants to deal with.
It's just always been a bad format. Who wants to see you play fucking combo hell?
People love it though.
Go play a good format like Legacy
I guess, yeah.
or Pioneer. Pioneer is more fair than Modern.
People are literally mass migrating from Modern to Pioneer right now.
Can I also point out, there is still busted stuff in Pioneer, but Modern is worse.
Well, the Storm, I didn't realize the Storm and the what's it called, the Titan and all that were so hated until I played a few games with those or against those. And people have their opinions about it.
Yeah.
So, Curtis, I have a question for you.
What?
What do you think about Secret Lair?
Oh, Secret Lair. Another product that I cannot or will not buy.
If you could afford it, would you do it?
Let me think about that. I've actually.
Spoiler, I actually bought it.
Yeah, Ryan bought a full set of everything, of all of them.
Okay, but like for you, that makes sense because like you.
I mean,
collect,
not really. I just did it because it was
but
cool.
it does. But like it, and that's why, and that's another reason it makes sense because like you can use those cards too. Like I can't really use any of them.
I mean, truth be told, I'm not going to use all of them. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
like
pulling up a list of them all because I don't remember what was in them all. But
and I can't remember either. There's a lot of cool goblin stuff and like
the goblins, I know I'm not using. I might use the Bitter
cool.
Blossom, but like I have to find a deck to play a single Bitter Blossom in.
I just
that's really cool looking.
My problem with literally all of these, like $200 is too much to buy all 7. I don't know where the hell I would use any of these. Is the problem?
I mean,
for me.
I know where I'm using Restless in Peace.
You have like life, like okay, wait. So
I actually
only have one of each in each thing. Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not exactly like.
I mean,
you're saying like it's worth it. I'm like, it's not exactly. I just think it was cool.
To be fair, Ryan, I could. To be fair, Ryan, I could buy Restless in Peace and put them all in Muldrotha.
Or you can buy Restless in Peace, and I'll trade you for them all.
Okay, like the Serum Visions thing, I'm on board. That's dope.
I wish there were. I wish it was a play set. I wish it was a play set of one fucking art or a play set of.
I like the different ones.
I wish, like personally, I wish that the Restless in Peace was a play set of them all, because I just want the Life from the Loam, Bloodghast, and Golgari Thug.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I want a play set of those loams. Like I want those loams.
I immediately thought of you when I saw those, and I was like, "Wow, Ryan's whole deck is just like pimped out now."
Dude, I got super erect when I saw that.
That's so funny.
And I won't even lie. I will find a bad Life from the Loam deck to play in Modern. And I say bad because, like, man, I don't really want to fuck with Dredge right now because I still have been on the break from it. Okay. But like, I'll build fucking Seismic Loam or something.
People have still been playing Dredge. Like,
I mean, it's not bad. I just like. I personally am still hurting from losing fucking looting because I thought looting just like made the deck that much better.
I've seen a lot of people recently. The new tech is just play for Merchant of the Veil.
Yeah, and like apparently that's good. And power to them.
Hey, when your opponent has a Rest in Peace out, it attacks for 2.
It does.
Okay, so back to the art thing. I think you'll be able to get your like Serum Visions and like not that difficult. Like
yeah, I mean,
everyone has their Serum Visions.
So
everyone has their Serum Visions already. Like
these
are super sweet though. I really like them.
I haven't
really looked at all of them that closely.
I like the F&M promos that I traded from Matt enough to not bother with it.
Which one?
I'll lie to you guys.
I have the F&M. The F&M promo is the one that... I'll look it up for you.
Is that the one people make fun of?
Yeah,
besides Restless in Peace, do you know which one of them I'm most excited for?
It is the one people make fun of.
I like it a lot.
With the Seaman Visions?
Yeah, I like it.
So, Curtis, that was one of my first ever F&M promos.
Oh my god. And I was like, what are they talking? Why do people keep saying that? Oh my god.
It literally is... And viewers, I'm sorry that you're going to have to hear these words come out of my mouth. It is literally a dude getting splooged on.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
It literally is.
I didn't want to desecrate the podcast.
I've done it so much.
It's fine. It's already been done. We're way past that point.
Curtis, you thought this was an established program.
Oh, that's just so funny to me. But
we got 2 viewers on our last episode, so
nice.
We're good. Who cares? Who cares?
But the arts are cool. Like the arts are all super cool. I don't really like the cat. The cats are cool for like. I get the cats are gonna be really appealing for some people in like Commander and stuff. Same with the goblins. Like people want to like make their deck like cute or whatever. but I don't see legacy. I mean, some legacy players might like that, but the legacy arts are fire.
Besides Restless in Peace, you know which one I'm most excited for?
The Kaleidoscope Killers are actually incredible looking too.
I mean, I dig those, but like, you know which one I'm most excited for? My boy Life and Love.
The OMG Kitties one is
it
a big old commander grab, pretty much. It seems like.
Is it the Bitter Blossom one? Because the Bitter Blossom one is a goddamn steal for the price.
It's real talk. It's actually explosion sounds like the goblins.
Whoa, the art is so sick for the Bitter Blossom.
I love the goblin art, like the really cartoony style arts.
Oh my god, you like those? I like the original so much that like I was like,
I just dig it. I think it's super neat.
It is neat, but it's like you have to get 4 of those.
Also, I'm just now reading the flavor text on them, and I'm kind of digging it.
Goblin
the king set out to assemble the most kaboomest goblin team in the land.
Oh my god, that's
King Sniper, Soldier Brawler, baby.
Goblin Lackey is like pretty expensive too, isn't it?
Bushwhacker, Goblin King, Goblin Lackey.
Lackey's decent, yeah.
Goblin Pile Driver, Goblin Sharpshooter.
I'm looking at them more. I'm liking them more.
They're super neat. That's why I'm just like, I want them.
If Leo still played Magic, he would get 4 explosion sounds.
Explosion sound.
Leo is an explosion sound.
Leo is an edgy
oh, that's
boy.
what they're called.
I know.
Nice.
Well, friend of the podcast, Leo.
Would you consider him that?
I'm kind of saying that sarcastically, but he's a bit of an edgy boy.
A job done quick and something.
Go anywhere. It was like go anywhere else.
Oh gosh.
What was it? So you remember the other day when you were here, Josh, and you were ranting?
Yeah.
Bully team with Chris again.
Yeah.
So Laura and I were talking about it the other night, and I said something about you and a team, and then she goes, "Isn't Josh teaming with Leo?" And I was like, "God, no!" And she's like, "Well, isn't that what he said?" And I said, "No, he said he wasn't ever going to team with Leo again."
Yeah, it didn't go so well.
And she's like, "Oh, well, what about Curtis?" I'm like, "He's not teaming with Curtis either."
It didn't go. The team thing was an unfortunate turn of events.
A lot of the problems we ended up having in that tournament were because of Leo. Because Leo didn't treat it as seriously as the other two, as me and Curtis did.
To be fair, I got to watch Leo top 8 a tournament. It was kind of sick.
You got to watch him top 8 a tournament? What tournament?
It was Game Nights was doing like a.
Oh yeah.
And Leo was playing fucking 8-whack, and in his top 8 matchup, he got paired against Hollow One, and just like shit on it.
Oh yeah, map deck. Holy shit.
He went up to the top 4 and then lost to a bad humans player. His words, not mine. He lost to a bad humans player.
Happens when you're playing goblins. It's the life you live.
I just love the phrasing. I lost to a bad humans player.
They just like probably messed up some triggers and stuff like that, because triggers are hard in that
He's
deck.
come to the store a couple times. He's the bald guy with glasses who's like really quiet and almost awkward looking.
I don't know. It's a lot of people.
I thought the
That's
bald
a lot of people at a Magic the Gathering.
I thought bald would sell it for you, but okay.
No, it doesn't help. I'm looking at these snow-covered lands, thinking about how people are supposed to afford these. They're dope though. They're beautiful. I wish they were full art.
I am one of the I heard this the other day and I don't understand it. Like I love the Modern Horizons snow-covered lands, and some people don't, and I just don't understand it.
I think they're nice, but I feel like they're a little overdone sometimes.
The mountain's a little underwhelming in my opinion.
I don't know. I think they're cool. I like that.
Of course, Curtis goes to the mountain.
I like.
Not fucking surprised.
So my favorite set of lands are the Hour of Devastation full art lands, because I like that style of. I love that style of full art land with that border. Is probably the best part about it for me.
Those are pretty sweet.
And then like
mountains. Yeah, those ones are really sweet.
God, even Bogles and Modern is playing Once Upon a Time.
You know what card is like,
just,
okay,
just
first off, Josh, that deck has to. That deck has to.
Yeah.
Just finds anything they need, which is
Like, that deck is already bad, and that card just makes it slightly less bad. Like, it's still a bad deck.
What's like the appeal of it? Does it just kill on turn 4 or 3 or whatever?
Bogles is the kind of deck where when it runs hot,
Bogles.
real hot.
I was thinking Infect for some reason.
I played it for a little while before I built Burn. Like, I played Bogles was my deck.
I used to play something like that.
If Bogles runs hot, it runs hot. Like, it doesn't lose.
Yeah.
If it runs, like, medium, it still is good enough to get you a fine tournament. But if it runs bad, like, it's just, you're gonna have a really bad day. Like, other decks where if you run bad, like, you can still have a pretty good day and have a decent turnout, but, like, not with Bogles. And that's just the nature of how Bogles is. It's like, you need a threat in your opening hand, and if your has a way to remove said threat, you're like, well, this game's over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you're putting pants on dudes, and that's it.
Pants on dudes. Goddamn Cavaliers are going up.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Oh gosh. Hey, once is going down in price. How about that?
Fucking weird. It's banned in like every format that it's good in.
Effing Corval, dude. I should have just bought like 1 million of those at the Walmart I was at a few weeks. They were all in the commander decks.
So do you know what card I think is like actually kind of sweet, and I've always had a thing for it, and like just seeing the foil art from Secret, excited.
What's that?
Reaper King.
Oh yeah, that one's cool, huh?
Now, the
I
kind
just
of
like Reaper King. I literally made a Scarecrow tribal deck for Legacy like 2 weeks ago.
That one is super cool. And then Silver Overlord is like a really old card that needed to be reprinted, right?
yeah, it's like
Wasn't that the combo engine for a Slivers combo like commander deck?
yeah.
It's like
that was like
go infinite.
I used to play that in extended.
Did you, Curtis? Did you really?
I had a sweet sliver deck back in the day.
I just saw the panorama for the Bitter Blossom thing, and I'm amazed.
It's unreal, and there's a playmat too. I kind of want.
Ooh. So you know what I got for when I bought it for Moto?
What?
And for Arena? So on Moto I got all the cards. On Arena I have the like art as sleeves.
On what was it? Sorry, you cut out.
On Arena I have the Life of the Loam art on sleeves.
What?
Yeah, each of the
Really?
secret layers came with a arena code for sleeves. Yeah,
And I got that
Damn.
one. And I'm just like, that's fire.
That's so cool.
And then each
That's
of the,
so
Fucking
annoying.
flames.
each of the ones also came with come with a foil what is it? Stained glass planeswalker.
Oh yeah, like in like IRL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's sick. Oh yeah. I saw someone opening those. I think like Marshall
Eric
Sutcliffe or
Fullock
something.
was opening it too.
Efro too. Yeah, that's dope.
And I'm
I
kind
saw
of
it on Efro's Twitter first, and he was like, by the way, no, I'm not sponsored by Wizards to do this. I bought it just like everyone else. But since I live here in Seattle now, they just brought it to me.
Yeah, did you see that like that post they put out?
Yeah.
They were like just delivering them if you like. had
If you were in
ordered them.
Seattle, they'd bring it to you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so cool. But
Yeah,
like,
that's dope.
I do now that I like am learning more about the product, I am liking it a lot more. I will say that.
It's really cool.
It is a lot of cool things that they can do with these.
I hope
And
it's
it
a
sounds
thing.
like they are.
I hope it's a thing that they do a bit more often, because this would be really cool if it's a
I mean,
if it's a normal thing.
so part of me hopes they don't for one reason.
Well, not specifically these. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's a good way to have reprints, which are pretty important, and they can like monetize reprints in this way. Like,
yes,
like
but I also don't like the idea of
Wizards
Wizards.
can.
I don't like the idea of
Wizards
Wizards they're getting their rocks off on printing these things.
They're selling singles,
And we know if these sell well, they're going to get the rocks off on selling these things.
True, yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's
It
like
all
my only
depends on
fear.
what's the quantity like? I wonder.
I don't know, man.
Because wasn't like From the Vault like super exclusive?
yeah. So this is more. There's more of these available than From the Vault ever was. From the Vault, you were lucky if you could get From the Vault for double of a retail on release day.
It sounds like it sounds intense.
Yeah. So like it's just that like from the vault is just that like insane that you're lucky if you can touch it for retail value, retail price,
Yeah.
you're insanely lucky.
Hopefully
I bought
that's
it
not the
cheap
case
as
with
well, I
this.
was happy. Like I
Hopefully,
own the fuck, what was it? It was the relics, I think, with dark depths and jet.
Yep. I would love I would love to see them do a equipment one of these with Jit with Jit Battle Skull and a sword.
it'd be cool.
I just want to point out on MTG Goldfish their modern expanded deck lists thing towards the bottom for me mixed with standard.
Wait, what?
Like, so I scrolled all the way down to the bottom because I was looking through decks on modern like I usually do,
Yeah.
and I started seeing standard deck titles, and I was like, oh cool, people are trying these. Then I clicked on one, and it's actually just a standard deck, and it over.
What?
Like, for instance, I scroll all the way down, and it's like Jeskai Fire Super Friend. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I realized it's just the standard deck.
But they're playing in modern?
No, Standard Players Tour Qualifier, Game Storm Gaming.
Oh, so it's just a standard tournament.
Yeah,
Literally, they just accidentally leaked it into modern.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're trying to put the seed in.
There's literally one that's like Black Red Aristocrats. And I was like, neat. So I click on it because it was like Midnight Reaper Priest and Witch's Oven. And it's just a standard deck.
Were the deck lists actually released today? That's an interesting point.
Yeah, deck lists for the MC were released today. Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
What?
How much?
I found 4-color vampires or 3-color vampires in modern.
Modern. Sounds bold.
It plays Garza Zol, Plague Queen.
Oh my god.
Cold Snap.
Oh my god.
Flying Haste. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Garza Zol, Plague Queen this turn, put into a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Garza Zol. Whenever Garza Zol deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. And then it plays Chancellor of the Dross. What? Are you kidding me? What the fuck?
Is that? I don't know any of those cards or anything.
Literally, Curtis, I'll send you a list, man.
I'm just like, what are you saying?
I'm reading these cards.
And now I'm just looking at modern and I'm like, god, like can I literally never play a green deck in modern again?
Why?
Vampire Nocturnus.
Because Once Upon a Time and Oko are literally in most of them.
Oh, for sure.
Play with the top card of your library revealed. As long as the top card of your library is black, Vampire Nocturnus and other vampire creatures you control get +2/+1 and have flying.
Why? Oh my god, why? That's nuts.
These decks are kind of spicy.
Like the one I just sent you?
No, for standard. I didn't get to see that. Hold on.
It's something, man. I'm gonna send it to Josh too, just so he can see it.
Evan, sure. Vampire Nocturnus. That's a beefy. Play at the top. What?
Chancellor of the Dross. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do at the beginning of the first upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life, then you gain life equal. Oh, so it's a free lightning helix on turn 1. That's weird.
Oh my god, it's creeping chill.
That's so weird. But with the London Mulligan, I guess it's a lot better.
I just love that the entire point of this deck is if you don't Sorin on turn 3, you're kind of not doing anything.
You can kill them pretty quick with that Chancellor card, though. It's kind of cool. Oh, the first upkeep? It's just the first upkeep?
Yeah, dude.
What? I thought it was each upkeep. That's
so the Chancellors all have abilities like that.
Yeah, the Chancellor cycles.
Like you have to pay an extra mana or the spell's countered. The green one makes an extra mana.
Doesn't it make an extra mana like every turn though?
No, the green ones make an extra mana on your first upkeep.
Oh, it's just the first
on your first main phase.
The red one.
The red one's probably garbage.
I believe it. I've never actually even heard.
Chancellor of the Forge, nice. Is this a real card?
I'm about to find out, man. Yeah, Chancellor of the Forge. You may
You get a
reveal this card
1/1?
at the beginning of your, you get a 1/1 with
Oh my god,
haste.
send that to me.
Gas.
It has haste, Curtis. It has haste.
You should get a fucking Bomac courier for that.
That's basically how I feel about you in Magic. I don't know
Terrible.
anything about
Dude, the
Magic.
ETB on this thing, when it enters the battlefield, you put X 100 goblin creature tokens with haste and the number of creatures you
It
control.
costs 7.
They all do. It's a cycle.
What are you gonna Iron Crag feed it out?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? That's
Dude, Chancellor
4
of the
mana.
Spires?
Oh my god.
Curtis, Chancellor of the Spires.
I gotta look at these.
Is that the
What
blue
they mean?
one?
Yeah, you may reveal this card from your opening hand.
Wow.
If you do, at the beginning of the first each opponent
so
puts the top
bad.
7 cards of his or her library into the graveyard.
Fucking
Oh,
what?
it's so bad.
When it enters the battlefield, you may cast target instant or sorcery from an opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost.
It's a torrential gear hulk, which is like kind
Uh,
of
that-
but it doesn't have flash.
It does not have flash, and it costs 7.
Oh my god.
The only ones that I know that actually see play of this cycle are Annex and Tangle.
Yeah, I see Tangle and Cube a lot.
Alex,
So Tangle's in Cube, and it's in like 7-land Belcher and Modern.
Belcher.
yeah,
And then
Yeah, so
Chancellor
you-
of the
yeah.
Annex is a Reanimator thing in Legacy.
yeah, because you reveal it in your opening hand, and your opponent can't force a will your entomb.
And then you reanimate it, and your opponent can never force you again.
Yep.
Oh, the Annex.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Isn't that banned in Commander?
I don't think it is.
No.
Or no, the Iona is, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
Is
it
there
shuts
card
off
you
a
should play,
color.
Commander?
It's just the first.
You should
Cards
play
are
Chancellor of the Forge in Commander. Yes.
I'm just like trying to think of how to. The only way that this card is good is with Iron Crag feet.
Well, so if you play it in Commander, you can play it with like Krenko and a bunch of
You can
goblins,
play it with Krenko and Skirk Prospector.
and then he just makes a ton of goblins for you.
And,
while you're goblin.
what's the other thing? You could play
Impact
with?
Tremors, Perforos.
What's the big ritual?
Huh?
Is the big ritual legal?
Seething Sword?
Yeah, seething.
Nope.
I don't think
Non-modern.
so. No, Commander.
No, but
Oh.
in Commander it is.
This is the Commander question.
Big
Yes.
red.
Seething Song is legal in Commander.
Nice.
Yeah, so Curtis, you can turbo it out, but I also just recommend making a bunch of goblins with Krenko and then just hard casting it. He comes in and doubles the amount of creatures you control, and you're for that much with Impact Tremors or Krenko.
Yeah, you just give Krenko haste. Krenko doesn't have haste, right?
He does not, but there's many ways to give him it.
Yeah.
And then you just tap him for literally a fucking million zombies.
To be fair, haste is an ever goblin key.
Yeah, a lot of your lords give all your goblins haste anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I could just see
Goblin
Curtis building that as his only commander deck. Is just like
Playing mono red, you guys.
Red stuff.
oh, no, just goblins. Like you just sit down and your friends would be like, "Curtis, you're gonna play commander with us?" And you'd be like, "Yeah." And they'd be like, "What are you gonna play?" And you're like, "Krenko." And you're like,
Turn 1
Right.
goblin, turn 2 2 goblins, turn 3 4 goblins, turn 4 Krenko.
"Guys, I heard goblins were good in this format." Yeah,
Like,
they
is that-
are.
Is that good? So go-
No, this is gonna be Curtis's luck the first time I play. Turn 1 Soul Ring. Turn 2 Second Mountain. Cast Krenko. Turn 2. Turn 3 3 1-drops. Activate Krenko. More goblins into play.
How do you capitalize with all those goblins though?
Usually by having someone to give him hate.
Or you,
Torbran and something else.
you just no, you literally just play lords and haste enablers and get them.
Oh, you can
So,
play. There's
you're-
like a million Goblin Kings in there.
Your point with Krenko is to like your deck so fast that if you have a decent hand, you can bowl everybody over before they're ready. Because the first like 5 turns of most commander games are people going land go, land setup spell go, land setup spell ramp spell go.
Yeah.
So like you take
some
that
also
turn
play
to
Shifting Shadows.
yeah, you take that time to go goblin kill, goblin attack you, goblin attack you, goblin attack you. Ah, all these goblins.
Curtis, do you know what Shifting Shadows does? Or
Shifting
it's not Shifting Shadows. It's something Shadows.
Something Shadows I do not know.
I'm trying to remember the actual name of the card. It's
Whoa, Grand Prix buys are gone?
Yeah,
that was a thing
May.
today. It's a red card. Oh, Vicious Shadows.
Vicious Shadows.
Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand.
Cost so much.
So you play something like
Iron
Skirt
Drag Feet.
Crosstalker or some free way to actually like freely sack goblins.
I'm noticing all of these big red cards cost 7. Isn't that weird?
I mean, yes, but with that specifically, it's real good. You know.
So
In Pioneer, in Commander, that's a bomb. Like,
yeah, it
your
seems like
opponents will die.
Red has a lot of huge enchantments like that that
Yep.
just do like crazy weird stuff. I've noticed.
Hey, they have Sunbird Invocation as a card.
Sunbird's Invocation, which also costs 7 or
That's 6 actually.
Gratuitous Assault, isn't that another one?
I actually love Sunbird's Invocation. It's such a cool card. Like, it's a cascade card that you get to choose the card that you get to cascade.
Oh my god, Curtis! In Commander Goblins, you can play BBC.
What's that?
Beetleback Chief.
Beetleback, jeez. Gratuitous
AKA the
Violence.
BBC.
Gratuitous
Yeah, I know what
Violence.
BBC stands for, but like, it's funny.
Insurrection, Jesus, that card. I missed that card. Starstorm. I love Starstorm.
I just want Curtis to play Commander Goblins, so we can all just sit there.
Jeez.
There's no way Curtis can kill us yet. And then he just goes, "I'm gonna kick a Goblin Bushwhacker
I'm gonna play
and start a
Furnace of
Reckless
Wrath.
Bushwhacker."
Furnace of
Kill all of you.
Wrath.
Yeah.
I miss Furnace of Wrath.
I actually finished. I actually built the deck that you wanted me to build, Ryan. It's very like in its first stage, but I've tested with it and it can do stuff.
What, the Kenrith deck?
No, the Storm deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so I've so you know when you cast 1,000-Year Storm and you've casted 10 spells already that turn, and then you cast another spell, and then you cast Turnabout and you get to untap your lands 11 times.
Oh my god.
I'm confused.
I put Turnabout.
way-
I put Turnabout in that deck, Ryan.
I believe you.
It fucks.
Hey Curtis.
Hey, remember
How do you feel
Dragon
about
Roast?
how do you feel about Goblin Bang Chuckers?
Goblin Bang Chuckers, eh?
It's a 4-mana 2/2 with tap, flip a coin. If you win the flip, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If you lose the flip, Goblin Bang Chuckers deals 2 damage to itself.
Oh my god, that's gas.
I'm just like, this thing's so
You're
bad.
telling me I can tap and do 2 damage to anything?
Yeah, dude.
Is it any target?
Champion?
Yeah.
Is
Hey.
it any target?
Anyway,
Creature or player?
yeah. Anyway, guys, we have been ranting and we've been going for a while. This
Yeah,
this episode is already over an hour.
I mean, isn't that the
Wow.
point of why we brought Curtis in, to make sure it went longer?
Yeah, true. Yeah, we actually
King Ram.
managed to fill the whole hour, unlike last time where we stopped at 40 minutes.
So,
Bro.
I'm gonna leave the chat with this last image before we get off. I want them to look up this specific card. Look up Goblin Chirurgeon. I think it's supposed to say surgeon, but it's spelled CHIRURGEON.
Oh,
And just look at that art.
Chirurgeon, I think is how it's
That's
supposed
all I
it's
want them to
Chirurgeon.
think about.
Okay.
And other than that, have yourselves a great day.
Yeah. See you guys. Thanks for joining us.
wow.